Hey guys, it's Kanako, immigration lawyer, Corazon Legal Service Office. Today, I'm going to share with you guys the requirements of Japanese citizenship called naturalization. Naturalization is to gain the Japanese citizenship by applying for and getting permission from Ministry of Justice. In this case, the authority is Ministry of Justice, not Immigration Service Agency of Japan. First of all, I'm going to walk you guys through such 7 requirements briefly, and then take a closer look at them. Here's 7 requirements. Number 1, housing requirement. The applicant should have lived in Japan for 5 years or more consecutively, and also have a registered address in Japan. Number 2, capability requirement. The applicant should be 20 years old or older, and also be regarded to come of age in the applicant's country. Number 3, behavior requirement. The applicant should have good behavior and conduct. Number 4, livelihood requirement. The applicant should be able to make its living by assets or skills of itself, its spouse, or other relative living together. Number 5, denaturalization requirement. The applicant should abandon its citizenship after gaining citizenship of Japan. Number 6, respect the Japanese constitution requirement. The applicant should not have planned to overturn the government of Japan or asserted to overturn the government of Japan, or should not have formed or participated in a political group or any other group to plan or to assert overturn of the government of Japan. And number 7, Japanese language requirement. The applicant should have Japanese language capability regarding daily conversation, reading, and writing. Now, I'm going to take a closer look at each of them. Number 1, housing requirement. The applicant should have lived in Japan for 5 years or more, and he or she has registered address in Japan. I think many non-Japanese people living in Japan might meet this requirement, but actually this requirement has more additional requirements from the following A to C. A. The applicant should have worked in Japan for 3 years or more. B. The applicant hasn't left Japan for 3 months in a row for the past 5 years. I mean, not only overseas travel, but business trip or returning home are included. C. The applicant hasn't left Japan totally 100 days of the year. As mentioned before, the number of days includes business trip or returning home or something like that. And next one, number 2, capability requirement. The applicant should be 20 years old or older, and also he or she should be come of age of applicant's countries. This means if the applicant's country's legal age of adulthood is stipulated 21 years old or something, the applicant will meet this requirement after he or she becomes 21 years old. The legal age of adulthood of Indonesia, UAE, and Singapore or some other countries are stipulated 21 years old, by the way. Number 3, behavior requirement. The applicant should have good behavior and conduct. It's really ambiguous requirement, right? So I'll talk more specifically. It means the applicant should pay tax, pension properly. In addition, the applicant has no criminal record and traffic violation, including speeding and parking violation. Number 4, livelihood requirement. The applicant should be able to make his living by his asset or skills, or its spouse or relatives living together. Compared to permanent residency, there is no annual income requirement on naturalization, but on a monthly basis, the applicant's income should be positive, not be deficit. Number 5, denaturalization requirement. The applicant should abandon his citizenship after gaining Japanese citizenship. Japan doesn't accept dual citizenship, so after gaining Japanese citizenship, he or she has to abandon his home citizenship. Number 6, respect Japanese constitution requirement. The applicant should not have planned to overturn the government of Japan or asserted to overturn the government of Japan, or should not have formed or joined a political group or any other group to plan or to assert overturn of the government of Japan. It means the applicant shouldn't be terrorist. Okay, the last one, number 7, Japanese language requirement. The applicant should have Japanese language skill. This is not required from the Japanese Nationality Act, but when applying for naturalization, the applicant should have some Japanese language exam. We don't require high level, just the 3rd grade of elementary school level. N4, the second easiest after N5 at the beginner level, is enough. I told you guys all of the requirements for naturalization. Well, it's not so tough compared to other countries, I think. Maybe number 1 and number 7 are a bit difficult to non-Japanese people, but the other requirements are not so hard, I think. If you have some interest in naturalization, please feel free to contact me. My office is in Shinjuku Ward, Tokyo, Japan. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.